If you're going into the prison system, the one thing you're going to have in common with everybody else is you're going to want to get out at the soonest possible time. But not everybody is going to want to prepare. To prepare, you got to really build a plan. And that's the reason that we really encourage you to visit us at prisonprofessors.org, where you could start building a plan just by going to the profile section right there. And in some of the earlier tutorials, I've already described how you build a profile, how you can get profile partners. I'd been working on a sample one where you just sign up right there. I've already created this kind of mock program. Let's say this thing log in here. Sometimes the server takes a little while to get in. And this is a mock program. But notice that one of the areas is called a book report. A release plan. I did book reports yesterday, but in the release plan is also very simple. You just click the plus. You can use the AI assistant, but you may not know exactly what goes into a release plan. Well, I prepared this series of little slides to kind of guide you if you're just starting your program. So your release plan, what you want to cover in this tutorial here is first you're going to want to put some personal information, your name, your age, a little bit of your background. You might offer some information on conviction details and any efforts you've made to try and accept responsibility. And also you want to describe what is your intent at various stages of imprisonment. In fact, I'm going to modify that right now, various stages of your imprisonment. So you want to make sure that this is an iterative process and you're updating this release plan periodically. The next thing you're going to want to cover in your release plan are some of the goals that you've set. So what are your short-term goals during imprisonment? What are your long-term goals during imprisonment? And these are relative terms. I had a 45-year sentence. So a short-term goal for me might be anything I intend to accomplish during the next year. And long-term goal might be what do I intend to accomplish in the next 5 years, the next 10 years. And all of that planning is what you are going to show that your success didn't happen by accident, but rather because you were very deliberate and intentional. So you want to talk about the tactics that you're using to reach your goals and the relationship that your goals have to your prospects for success after you get out. Then your release plan should also include some information on your educational background, your pursuit of skill development, what degrees do you have or will you be earning while you're incarcerated, what certifications, what type of programming do you intend on participating in, what is your self-directed learning path. That is super important. You don't wait for the government to change your life. You've got to do it on your own. What is your reading plan? How are you reading intentionally? And what are you doing to hold yourself accountable and to invite others to hold you accountable? The next phase of an effective release plan is you're going to want to talk about employment and your income strategy when you get out. Like how do you intend to earn a living? So write about that and write about what you could do while you're incarcerated to advance your skill set. If it's possible, get letters of intent from prospective employers. If you have ideas on becoming an entrepreneur, write those ideas out. They will be very helpful to you later when you're trying to persuade probation officers to support or approve your plan. You want to talk about your capital. If you don't have capital, come up with a plan that describes how you're going to raise capital. 5, make sure that your release plans includes information about your stability, such as where are you going to live? What kind of support system do you have in place? What type of anticipated expenses will you have once you get out? Number 12, the next slide that I created in there is a financial stability plan. Make sure that you're describing how you're going to support yourself. And if it's possible, generate letters of support or testimonials that show other people who believe in you. Talk about your anticipated income and any savings that you have that are going to facilitate your successful return to society. Next, make sure that you are discussing your restitution or if any financial obligations that you might have. Number 7, make sure that you're talking about your family and community support. It's super important for you to persuade the people that are going to have influence over your future. Make sure that you're showing you're thinking seriously about this. And again, you're going to want to have accountability metrics in place. Number 8, I spoke about release preparation. What are you doing today to prepare for the success you intend to achieve in the months, years, and decades ahead. Show those self-directed efforts, the strategies that you're building, and again, any type of accountability metrics. Now, if you want to see an example of how to do that, just go to the founders page here on our regular website at Prison Professors, and you will see that I'm not recommending you do anything that I didn't do while I was incarcerated and I'm not still doing today. You can see if you click on my influences page how I kind of memorialized all the way through the 26 years that I served. How was I always working to build support? Okay, you can see that even today I am working to publish blogs every day with hopes of helping advance the goals and mission of our nonprofit. You can see in there that I create my own accountability metrics where I'm describing what am I doing and how are the decisions that I am making today going to influence the success that I intend to build in the weeks, months, years, and decades ahead. But again, none of this is about me. It's all about you and what are you doing to position yourself for the best possible outcome in the future. The better you plan, the more effective you are going to be at building a support system that will help you along the way. And if you could point back to showing I am who I am today because of the decisions that I made in the past, you are going to build credibility that will open more opportunities. And I would encourage you to always recognize there are more opportunities in the future than in the past, but especially if you spent time preparing. And that's what we're about doing with your release plan, is make sure that you're preparing. You should definitely be memorializing this on the profile page that you could build at prisonprofessors.org. It's all free because I follow the 3 principles that I always like to remind you of. 1, I'm never going to lie to you. 2, I'm never going to ask you to do anything I didn't do. And 3, I'm never going to charge you a penny for anything that we make available at prisonprofessors.org. I'm Michael Santos, and I believe in you. So be cool.